In today's society, we seek a faster and more convenient life. The key to this is electricity, which is among us like the air we breathe. From the day it was founded, Korea Power Exchange has sought to be the centerpiece of electricity supply, dedicated to making sure that Korea is always powered on. Now marking its 20th year in service, Korea Power Exchange is once again preparing for its next leap to the future by being on top of the big technological transformation, such as climate change, environmental consciousness, big data, artificial intelligence, and renewable energy. Korea Power Exchange powers your daily life and will be the hope that empowers Energy Korea. In the 21st century, life without electricity is an impossibility. Most of the things that are needed in our daily life are operated by electricity, and so it became impossible for a person to live without it. Now the whole world is investing greatly in the development of eco-friendly, renewable energy, which is not only convenient, but also does not harm the environment. To stay ahead of the curve, Korea Power Exchange has been focused in pursuing development, expansion, and adoption of future eco-friendly energy. Korea Power Exchange mediates the price and supply in the electricity market, acting as an invisible hand of the market. Also, it is responsible for supplying high-quality electricity in enterprises and residences as the last bastion of the stable electricity supply. KPX has participated in the development of a large-scale energy management system, which had previously been produced and supplied by just 5 companies in the world. This was met with a successful development of the Korean Energy Management System in 2010, which provides stable and efficient management of the power grid. Korea Power Exchange forecasts the amount of electricity that is expected to be used by everyone throughout the day. Based on this data, the power plants are coordinated to generate the right amount at the right time to be supplied to the people without fail. Can you imagine a moment without electricity? The entire country will come to a standstill should that happen. Everyone at KPX is on alert around the clock to provide the system operation with razor-sharp precision and market operation with utmost transparency and fairness. Electricity market has been growing every year, with the transaction amount rising to 43 trillion Korean won last year. There used to be 10 member companies in 2001, but there are 4,500 of them in 2021. Of those, 97% are solar, which reflects the rapid advance of the renewable energy. Jeju Island is known for strong winds and sunlight, which led to an abundance of renewable energy such as wind and solar generation. To accommodate them, integrated renewable energy management system was developed and is currently in operation. Nowadays, the fuel for generating electricity isn't just coal or oil anymore, but wind and sunlight. To supply the right amount of electricity at the right time, it has become just as important to forecast the amount of wind and sunlight accurately. To operate the power system in a stable manner with every factors under consideration, Korea Power Exchange is awake all year round. Korea's official energy policies are formed in partnership with Korea Power Exchange. Forecasting of electricity demand covers not just the next day, but up to the next 15 years. From this, construction of necessary generators and transmission lines are planned. This is what we call the basic plan for electricity supply and demand. In the comprehensive plan for the Korean Green New Deal announced in 2020, the Korean government pledged to reduce the use of coal and expand the proportion of renewable energy through the Energy Transition Plan, as well as declaring eventual carbon neutrality. In accordance with such plans, the 9th Basic Plan for Electricity Supply and Demand contains the roadmap for reducing coal and nuclear generators while increasing renewable resources. Korea Power Exchange is hard at work for coming up with various ways to delay the climate change, which is drawing near every day. Demand response market was developed to adjust the time of the electricity demand. This is breaking the existing paradigm of building more generators to meet the demand at all times. If the consumers are compensated for conserving electricity when there is high overall demand, there is no need for building more generators than necessary. The demand response market operated by KPX has created a significant number of jobs in the private sector and has become the cradle of new energy industry. Originally open to large enterprises, the market is now allowing residential consumers to participate. Electric appliances and apartment buildings with energy-saving technology automatically conserve energy and earn credits based on the amount conserved. This is how Korea Power Exchange is pioneering new frontiers with public participation. For Korea's bright future, Korea Power Exchange charges on. For the last 20 years, Korea Power Exchange worked relentlessly to promote the growth of the electric power industry and the stability of the electricity supply. For the next 20 years, we pledge to be with you wherever the light touches in Korea, bringing energy ecosystem and industry where nature and people live in harmony, and where the wind and sun become your friends. Korea Power Exchange.